It's time for Ryan's Roses. This is an email from Los Alamitos. Dear Ryan, I went out to dinner at Seal Beach. My husband and another couple that my husband knows. The other wife was sitting a little strangely, so I dropped my napkin. When I did, I saw her pull her leg back quickly. It was definitely in the direction of where my husband was sitting. I didn't say anything because he'll just say, what, you're crazy. Maybe I'm overreacting, but I think something's going on under the table. Christine, so she's on the line. She's on one. Christine, thanks for, I've not heard this one. This is one I've not, wow. This is an email I've not heard before. Christine, thanks for coming on. So you think you saw them connecting under the table?
Yeah, I do.
That's playing with fire.
Yeah.
It's one thing he's cheating. It's another thing that he's cheating and he's taunting you by doing this under the table, keeping a straight face above the table, and then playing with her foot. And by the way, let me tell you something. Playing with someone's foot is very intimate.
It really is.
It's very intimate.
Well, and I think that's what I saw. I'm not, I might be overreacting. I just want to be sure.
Are you jealous of this other woman in any way for any reason?
I mean, aside from her behavior and his behavior that night, that seemed like something was up. Something was weird.
Can you imagine, being having a couple with you and then being worried that the other woman's doing something? You're both married.
It's awful.
It's really bad.
How long have you guys been friends?
Well, so this is a friend of the guy. Her husband is a friend of my husband's, and so my husband suggested that we go out with them, which he doesn't typically do. He's not one to set up plans. So I don't really know this couple very well, and that was also suspicious to me.
Wow.
All right, how long have you been married?
7 years.
We're going to make the call and try and find out if there's an issue here, find out who he sends the flowers to. What's her name?
Olivia.
Just jotting that down. Olivia. All right, Sisney's going to offer him some roses, and we're going to find out who he sends them to and then what note he puts on the card, okay?
Okay, thanks, guys.
Right, good luck.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Jack?
Yeah, this is Jack.
My name is Stacy. I'm calling from The Perfect Bloom. We're actually a new flower shop here in Los Alamitos. How are you doing this morning?
Good, thanks. How are you doing?
I'm good. So we're new to the area. We're actually doing a promotion today where we're giving out free dozen roses, and you've been selected to receive a free dozen roses. You can send them to anybody that you want today. I don't need any information from you. They're absolutely free. We're just trying to promote our new business.
Oh, cool. Nice. Congratulations on your business.
Thank you. You should come stop. We're right on Los Al Boulevard in between Cerritos and Catella. So you should stop by anytime. Okay. But is there anybody that you would like to send these flowers to?
Yeah, I don't know.
I know it's kind of random, but I know it's a free dozen roses. They'll get them this afternoon. I don't need any billing information from you. These are totally free. Like I said, if you like them, you just, promote us to your friends and family.
Sure. No, I appreciate that. It's a little complicated, actually. It sounds great, but, you know what? Here, are you able to just send them to me in my office and then I can deliver them?
Sure. I can do that, but would you like to write the note first? So that we can have that ready to go, and then we can send them to wherever you want at that point. So who would you like to make the note to?
That's fine. Okay, so the note, it'll be, I don't know what to say. It's to Olivia, and we'll say,
Olivia.
Dear Olivia, I don't know.
Hey, Jack, it's Ryan Seacrest. I just want you to know your voice is being broadcast on the radio. I can't stand to hear you struggle any longer. And Olivia is the wife of your buddy. What is going on with you and Olivia? I have your wife on the phone. Are you cheating on your wife, Christine, with your friend's wife, Olivia?
No. Wait, no.
Jack, you just sent flowers to your friend's wife.
Why?
We didn't need a card. The fact you're sending roses to another man's wife and you're married, what gives, Jack?
Okay, first of all, she's going through a lot right now, and I mean, I can.
What's she going through, Jack?
It's complicated.
How are you so close to her that you know she's going through something?
They're friends of ours, and we go back. I'm old friends with her husband, and I mean, nothing's going on. This is not what obviously you guys made it look like, and that's not what it is.
Jack, come on. Your wife, Christine, you come on. No, you come on. Your wife, Christine, has asked us to call you. I'm not just doing this because I want to. She asked us to call you. And Christine, tell your husband what you saw under the table.
Jack, I saw whatever she was doing to your foot under the table, so I would really love an explanation.
She wasn't doing anything to my foot there was nothing going on. There's nothing going on at all. There's nothing.
Then why are you so defensive? You got heat, man.
I'm defensive because I'm on the radio. I didn't.
Oh, that's your fault.
Why is it you called me on the radio?
But you started this playing footsie with this other guy's wife under the table and just play
with anybody's wife.
You just sent flowers to this other woman. You're married. Don't yell at me.
No,
I wasn't there.
I'm trying to be a good friend to somebody, and you're twisting it around and making it look like I'm like this bad guy. I'm not a bad guy.
I'm sure you're a fine guy, but your wife is the one that's concerned, Jack. You're married to the woman 7 years, and she thinks she's cheating on you. So what's going on?
I'm not, okay? I'm not. And I promise I will explain all of this later, okay? Later.
Please explain. I would love an explanation.
I will explain it. I will explain all of this. It is a very simple explanation. I will tell you later. I don't want to do this like this.
Jack, how is your buddy going to feel about the fact you're sending flowers to his wife? I don't know how I feel about it, but probably not great.
You know what? It doesn't have to do with him. And if he knew what was going on with her, then he would have.
Why do you know something that her husband doesn't know?
And why couldn't your wife know? She should know about it if it's such a big deal. You should be sharing this with your wife.
Because that happens, because people confide in people, okay?
But you're married to this woman that's on the phone with us.
Yes.
Stop yelling.
No, I'm not yelling. I mean, this is obviously very upsetting.
I understand. And that's why your wife is very, very upset right now, because she thinks she's being cheated on by you.
Baby, I promise you, I'm not cheating on you. I'm not cheating on you, okay? I'm not cheating on you.
Christine, I'm gonna take you guys off the air. Why don't you find out what this story is? It better be good.
Yeah, it better be.
All right, well, good luck. Why are you staring at me?
I don't know. I don't know what to think.
Your chest was so puffed up that whole conversation.
He's like yelling at me.
You're telling him not to yell, but you're yelling.
And it is time for Ryan's Roses. This is a public service. If you think someone's cheating on you, send us a story. Ryan@kissfm.com via email. We'll see if you want to go on the air. This is from Ava in Upland. She says, my husband recently asked for a separation, and I'm not sure what to think. He temporarily moved out, but beyond some arguing, no more than I think is normal for a married couple. I'm not sure what else is wrong unless he's cheating on me, and that's what instigated this whole thing. Mm-hmm. I need to know if that's the case, because if he is cheating on me, it's totally over. If he's not, I want to fight to keep us together. I want to make it work, so I need you guys to find out what's going on. Ava, this is clean. This is clear to me. You think that he's forcing the separation because he met somebody else?
Yeah, because it was his idea to get separated and to move out. And I need to know, because if he has met somebody else, then I want to be done too. Then I can move on. So I just need to know.
It makes sense. Mm-hmm. It makes total sense. All right, so.
Do you guys have any kids?
Yeah, we have 2 kids.
How long have you been together?
We've been married for 9 years. We've only been separated for a couple months, but, I don't know if maybe he met somebody and that was the catalyst,
What if you met somebody after you split up?
If he did, then he's not a cheater, but he still wants out. And I would rather know.
Were you blindsided by this?
He has been withdrawn lately, and I know something's been up, but I just never thought, after all these years and, raising kids together, that
it would end this way or be this way. All right.
Yeah, I thought maybe he needs a break. I don't know. It's so confusing.
Hold on for 1 second, because I think we should just call him and find out. Look, here's the deal on this type of thing. I think if there's one person that's checked out and they've already mentally gone there, it's almost impossible to bring them back. If their mind is set on being somewhere else or not being in it, it's so hard to change them.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to have double buy-in to
Yeah.
make something like this work. Ava, I need you to say, Ryan, you have my permission to call, and then whatever your husband's name is, on Kiss FM.
Ryan, you have my permission to call on Kiss FM.
All right, here we go.
Hello.
Hi, may I speak to Rick?
Speaking.
Hi, Rick. My name is Jolie. I'm actually calling from Unique Flowers. How are you this morning?
I'm good. How are you?
Hi, I'm a new flower shop in town, and I just wanted to call because let you know that you received a free dozen roses today, and you can actually send them to whoever you want. We're doing a new promotion to promote our new business here.
Oh, okay. Well, that's actually a really good business strategy, but I really don't have anyone to send it to. Sorry.
Oh, are you sure? I mean, you can, send them to anybody, honestly. There's not one person. They're completely free. I would hate for it to have them go to waste.
No, I shouldn't. There's nobody really.
Okay. I just gotta ask, are you sure there's really nobody? You can send them to yourself if you want, and then you can decide later who you want to send them to. You want to maybe do that, or is there any name?
You know what? You could send them to someone named Ava.
Ava. Okay. And then would you like to write anything on the note?
Sure. How about hope this brightens your day.
Hope this brightens
Hey,
your
Rick,
day.
it's Ryan Seacrest. Your voice is being broadcast on the radio. I need you to know that. That is Sissany, who's also on the radio here.
Hi.
And your wife, Ava, is on the line. She asked us
Thank God.
to give you a call.
Rick, I'm so relieved. You understand? I'm so glad that you sent them to me. I want to fight for us. I want this. This is such good news. I'm so relieved.
Hey, Rick,
Hello?
your wife asked us to call you because she's concerned that the reason you wanted to have the separation is because you met somebody else before the separation. Was that the case?
No, there's nobody else, but see, this is why I didn't. It's a lot to process. This is why I wasn't sending
What's
flowers.
wrong?
Because I don't want you to be sad. Like, I want you to be happy, but I'm not seeing anybody else, but I'm not feeling us anymore either. Like,
So what's the reason that the spark is gone, Rick? If it's not another woman, what happened here?
I don't know. I feel like we just kind of grew apart. It's like there's no ill will, but there's just no spark whatsoever. It's just not working out.
You know, there's ebb and flow in a long-term relationship.
Yeah.
You're together 9 years. You've got 2 kids. Isn't it worth fighting for?
You know, I've been trying to fight for it for a long time, and honestly, at some point, you just gotta be truthful and honest to yourself when it's just not you and it's not making you happy anymore. I just don't think it's healthy.
But Ava, do you feel like he's been fighting for it?
I mean, I feel like he gave up. I mean, I feel like I'm the one that's fighting for it.
And remember, listen, Rick,
Yeah.
this is, look, obviously you got to have peace and happiness and harmony, but there are kids here, right? There's a couple of kids involved. This is a long time together. This is a very serious statement that you're making, especially if in an opportunity like this, there is no one else, and you're saying, I still don't want to make it work.
Ryan, I've really thought about the kids a lot. Like, they're the sole reason why I was still fighting for it.
Like,
And I want nothing more but for them to be happy and have normal childhoods. But
Riley's 8 years old. I mean, Emily's only 6. But, I mean, Riley knows better. He knows that you're not here and you left. I mean, can't we just take some time and work on it? I feel like you're just giving up. I mean,
I feel like
9 years.
we've been giving time, though. How much can we, like, beat a dead horse? You know what I mean? Like, how much longer do we keep being dishonest to each other? It's just not working out anymore.
Well, no one needs to be dishonest, but I think everybody needs to communicate. And that's what sounds like is not happening here because Ava is in the dark about why you're at this place. So perhaps at least you can make some progress by sitting together, speaking face to face about truly where you are and why you feel the way you feel. It's hard to do and it's not fun to do, but it sounds like that's the place where you are and that's what you guys need to do. Otherwise, everybody's in this guessing game thing.
Yeah, maybe consider counseling as well. That's an option.
So can we?
I mean, I would love that.
Can we leave it at that you guys will start to communicate about why you're here, regardless of which way you need to go?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, all right. I'm going to put you both on hold for 1 second. Good luck to you guys. The good news is I could really genuinely feel like he didn't want to send them to anybody else, and the person that he wanted to make sure felt okay was his wife, even though he's in a strange place. It's time for Ryan's Roses. It is a public service. As a last resort, if there's something going on in your relationship and you can't seem to get to the bottom of it, then feel free to send us a story, Ryan@kissfm.com, and we'll put you on the air if you want to do it. So here's the email we got from Elena in Glendora. She says, Dear Ryan, I found Facebook messages between my husband and a woman he used to date 13 years ago. I read the messages, and they were reminiscing about their hookup times in detail. I confronted him about it, and he said it was not a big deal, that it was 13 years ago, and that he's now married, and the only reason he was chatting with her is to catch up. But after searching his phone, I saw texts between them. They are constantly in communication. Call me crazy, but this is not okay for a husband to do.
Wow.
All right, let's get Elena here. So, Elena, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I can only imagine the feeling in your gut when you started to discover all of this.
Yep.
Here's my thought. Sissy, you're married,
Okay.
so you should really chime in on this. But my thought is it okay for someone to maintain a relationship with somebody they were in a relationship with? It depends on the circumstances, probably. But I'd rather be friendly with exes than not be friendly.
I agree. And I think in this case, but it kind of worries me that after 13 years, this girl has kind of popped up. You know, like I have friends that I used to date before, but when I met Michael, I introduced them to each other right at the very beginning. So we've all grown throughout the years, still knowing each other and still friends. So it's not weird, you know?
But to me, the problem with this is what they're talking about.
Yeah.
Like, it's not okay. Like, okay if they want to have an amicable or friendly relationship, fine. But they shouldn't be talking about their past hookups. If anything, they should be talking about their great relationships they're in or whatever it is, or including you, by the way, you know, if that's the case. But I do not like the fact that they're talking in detail about their hookups. That doesn't make any sense to me.
Exactly. I mean, and the fact that I had to find it, I had to discover it. I mean, that's just gross. Like, who does? You just don't do that.
One thing to find the Facebook messages, but then you said you saw text messages as well.
Yes, and I couldn't get all the details of that, but it just feels so secretive, and it just feels so sneaky. And like, why would he not tell me about this? Like, why do you have to sneak around and send all these secret text messages and Facebook messages? And it's mind-boggling, and it's really, really, really frustrating.
I feel like you should be including your spouse whenever you want to still have a conversation with an ex. Like,
or just
anytime,
telling them, right, that you know they reached out to you.
I even have
whatever.
exes that will text me and Michael together, like, "Hey, what are you guys up to this weekend?" It's always like the two of us. He doesn't just text me directly anymore, you know?
Wow, that's a different movie, Sissany.
Come on.
All right, let's make the call, and we're going to offer him some roses, Elaine, and we want to find out who he sends them to, and then what he writes on the card.
Okay.
That message is important. So I need you to say, Ryan, you have my permission to call, and then whatever his name is on Kiss FM.
Ryan, you have my permission to call on Kiss FM.
So we're going to do that now. You'll be able to hear him, but stay quiet till we find out what's going on, okay?
Okay.
All right. Good luck.
Thank you.
Hello,
Hi, may I speak to Joshua?
this is he.
Hi, my name is Amanda. I'm calling from Sweet Floral Design. We're a new flower shop here in Glendora. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing okay. How'd you get my number?
Well, I'm calling because you've been chosen to receive a free dozen roses today. I actually, you may have purchased something online in the past 18 months and clicked to receive promotional offers. So that's how I have, my data of numbers. But I was just calling because you have been chosen to receive a free dozen roses, and they're absolutely free. You can send them to anybody you want today. I don't need any billing information from you. I'm just trying to promote my new flower shop here in town. Is that something you'd be interested in?
Yeah, and then you guys are going to have me like on some list or something?
No. Honestly, all I ask is that if you're pleased with the arrangements, that you just refer me to friends. We're just picking a few people at random every day and sending out free roses.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that's cool. That should be all right.
Okay, great.
I can send it to anybody.
Yeah, you can send them to anybody you want here in the LA area. We can even go to OC if you had to, but whatever's easier.
Okay. Oh, hey, I know. Yeah, I could send to Sophia.
Sophia. Okay, is that with an F or a PH?
PH.
Okay. And then what would you like to write?
Congratulations, you big girl. Hope to see you soon.
You big girl.
Joshua, it's Ryan Seacrest and Sissany. Your voice is being broadcast on the radio. I need you to know that. I've got your wife, Elena, on the line. Who is Sophia?
Okay, whoa. What kind of setup is this?
There's not a set. Well, we're literally calling you because your wife has asked us to call you. So she's on the phone. Why are you sending roses to a woman named Sophia? Who is Sophia?
Sophia is like a 5-year-old girl. She's the daughter of a friend of mine.
Congratulations, you big girl. I hope to see you're going to send that to a friend's daughter.
She's graduating. She's going from pre-K into kindergarten. I just wanted to do something nice.
What?
It's my friend Erica's little girl.
What did you just say?
It's my friend Erica's daughter.
Erica?
So why are you so close with Erica?
No.
Erica's a friend of mine.
You are sending flowers to Erica's daughter? Are you kidding me?
Is Erica his ex?
Oh, yeah, Erica's his ex from 13 years ago.
So this is the woman that you've been talking to, Joshua?
Yep.
Yeah,
All right.
we've been corresponding.
Joshua, just so we can cut to the chase here, your wife told us that you have been corresponding in great detail about when you were with her, hooking up in detail, all of that stuff. Now you sent flowers to her daughter. Clearly there's a relationship going on with you and Erica. What's happening? Are you cheating on your wife, Elena?
I am not. We're friends.
But what kind of evidence is there that you're not? Everything seems to lead to the fact that you are. The first thing you thought of was Erica's daughter when you were offered free roses. It doesn't make sense.
Whoa. First thing, cheating constitutes like actually hooking up and doing little clandestine.
I'll let your wife define what cheating is.
No, there's emotional cheating, and you are completely cheating on me emotionally, sending flirty texts and flirty messages with Erica, and now send her daughter roses. What about sending roses to your wife? Have you ever thought about that? Or your kids? Seriously?
Joshua, when was the last time you saw Erica?
Like 13 years ago.
So 13 years ago.
And you know her daughter?
You're sending her daughter flowers because she's graduating from pre-K to K.
Does her daughter even know you? If you haven't seen her for 13 years, how does the 5-year-old even know you?
But I'm hoping that maybe
hope to see you soon.
Okay. We're not buying it. We're just not buying it. I think Elena has every right to be upset with you. I believe that something is going on. You're not being transparent with your wife, clearly. I'm going to let you guys sort this out. Elena, you have a right to be very upset. Your husband's not being totally truthful with you. And I think you need to find out what's happening between him and Erica and if they really are rekindling their relationship.
We are not rekindling.
Joshua,
we're just friends.
It doesn't make any sense. All right. Good luck to both of you. Elena, I hope this is helpful.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye. And Josh, we're hanging up on you.
Wow.
Where am I on this one?
He's lying, clearly.
So he's seeing Erica.
Seen Erica.
He said that Sophia wouldn't know who he was. I think he was lying about that. I think he's seen Sophia.
I think so,
right?
too. I think he has a relationship with her, part of her life. Who knows? Maybe even he's the dad if you want to get crazy.
It's time for Ryan's Roses. Dear Ryan, we've been in the process of moving into our first house. Last week, we moved our bed out and found an earring that did not belong to me. Of course, I asked my husband if he knew of this earring, and he said the earring must be hers. It isn't mine, she says, and I don't see how in the world it ended up behind our bed unless a woman was in our bedroom. Now, my theory is, let's just ask her. How long have they had the bed?
Yeah.
Karen, how long have you had the bed?
Okay, 3 years we've been in that apartment.
So did you get the bed together?
We did, yeah.
Well, that was my theory. All right, I thought maybe it could have been from an ex.
Well, it was underneath the bed that I actually found.
Okay, did you say something to your husband?
I've brought it up a couple of times, and he just thinks I'm crazy and says that it should be mine, and I forgot.
Is it possible that it could be yours and you forgot?
No.
Okay.
It wasn't even like my style. So.
All right. How long have you been married?
3 years.
How many little ones you have? I'm hydrating.
Just one.
Just one? Okay. Let's do this. Are you good?
Mm-hmm. I'm good.
Okay. I need you to say, Ryan, you have my permission to call, and then whatever your husband's name is on Kiss FM.
Ryan, I give you permission to call. We could figure this out. Just FM.
Okay, that'll do. So Sissany here is going to offer him some roses. We want to find out who he sends them to and what he puts on the card, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Hello?
Hi. May I speak to Chris?
Yeah, this is Chris.
Hi, Chris. My name is Valerie. I'm calling from Floral Treasures. We're a new flower shop here in Monrovia. How you doing this morning?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Actually, I'm calling because we're new to the area and we're doing a promotion today where we're giving out a free dozen roses. You've been selected to receive that free dozen roses today. So is there anybody that you would want to send them to? I don't need any billing information from you. They're totally free.
Okay, that's pretty cool. Why don't you send them to my wife, Karen?
Your wife, Karen. Okay. How do you say, is that just with a K?
Yeah, just Karen.
And what would you like to write on the note?
Just write, love you, babe.
Love
That'd
you,
be great.
babe.
Hey, Chris, it's Ryan Seacrest. I need you to know your voice is being broadcast on the radio. Sissany here with me, your wife on the other line. She asked us to call you because she thinks that you're cheating on her because she found jewelry behind the bed. Why was there jewelry that doesn't belong to your wife behind your bed?
This damn earring thing again? Are you kidding me right now? Do you know how many times I've had this conversation? Okay, I don't know. I don't know where the earring came from. I don't know how it got behind the bed. I don't know. What else do you want me to say, Karen? I have no idea where the earring came from, okay?
You know where it came from. It had to come from somewhere.
So whose earring is it?
I have no idea.
Well, I don't either. Chris?
I don't know. Okay, and I've had this conversation with Karen so many times where I've told her I have no idea about this stupid earring. Okay,
Is it possible? Is it possible, Karen, that one night you and a girlfriend took a nap?
No.
Or what about like a relative? Did you guys ever have your parents come and spend the night and you
Says,
gave them your bedroom?
I don't think so.
It is dangerous to find jewelry that does not belong to your wife behind your bed.
Yeah.
It's dangerous. So we need to know one thing. Are you cheating on your wife, Chris?
I mean, this is ridiculous. I mean, what do you want me to say here? I mean, I don't know. What am I supposed to say that I'm cheating on my wife with another woman and that she was in our bedroom? Okay, is that what would make you happy, Karen?
Well, is that the truth?
You know what? I'll tell you what. Okay,
Yeah,
I will make everyone happy.
Hey, don't yell. Hey, Chris, have a conversation, please.
Okay, fine. Yeah, okay. Are you happy? I am cheating on you, Karen. I am. There you go. I'm happy. There you go.
What?
I'm done.
I'm done. What does that mean? I'm done.
He hung up. What?
He hung up.
Can we call him back? Patty? She's
Call him back.
milking or whatever. Breast pumping. She's not even back there. I can't even get the staff to pay attention anymore. It's not the engineer, then it's Patty. Karen,
Yeah.
We're trying to call him back, but Patty's she just had a baby, and so she's not in there. How about
Is he always this angry? Like he's just so angry so quickly.
Yeah, well, he was yelling. Well, clearly he's having an affair, and he just didn't. He's trying to cover it up.
Every single time I try to talk to him, it turns into an argument, and he just blames me and tells me that I'm wrong, that it wasn't mine. And like I said, like I would know if it was mine or like my friends or.
I'm so sorry. This is awful.
All right, why don't you have him calm down and then get the real story, okay?
Okay.
And I'm sorry too. Good luck, all right, sweetheart?
All right, thank you.
All right, bye. It's amazing how we can completely, like, I started to believe him for a second that there was, like, he didn't know. And even when he was yelling at me, I was like, I might believe you. You know, I might challenge you, but I might believe you. And then he just opens up and goes a whole other direction with this story.
Mm-hmm.
It's time for Ryan's Roses. It's time for Ryan's Roses. As a public service and a last resort, here's the story. It comes out of Palmdale. Very quick email. It says, Dear Ryan, I got in a bad car accident a year ago. I was in bed for 4 months.
Oh, my gosh.
That's rough. While I was recovering, my husband cheated on me.
Oh.
Right. He moved out of the house, but now he wants me back. I love him, and I want to work things out, but I want to be certain that he's serious about making it work. I'm going to wait to give my deeper opinion after reading that in a second. Megan, thanks for coming on. How are you? How you feeling?
Hey, hi, how are you guys?
Are you okay?
Well, I am now better than I have been in the past.
But have you recovered from the accident?
Well, yes, I've recovered finally from the accident. It was about a year ago, so yeah, I've little by little been in rehab and everything, and now I'm able to move around again. I was really incapacitated before.
I'm glad you're okay.
Yeah.
I can't imagine the pain physically of that, and then emotionally of this. Finding out that while you're like bedridden, he's out there running around. Who do you think he cheated with?
I never met the woman, but all the signs were there, and I confronted him about it, and he fessed up to it, and we broke up and everything after that. But I never physically met her. I don't really know what she looks like. I wasn't really able to move around, so I couldn't like.
Was it a stranger or someone in your circles?
It was a stranger. It was someone that he met on his own. So.
Can I ask you something that might be uncomfortable? Why do you want to forgive him for this? This is more than cheating. It's cheating when you're in the most vulnerable, probably time of your life.
It was, yeah. Well, the time that I was in the hospital was really, really stressful. I was completely depressed, and every day was just, I asked myself why I was even still alive, I mean, after everything, it was really horrible.
How do you forgive that? Right?
Well, I understand. I'm trying to see both sides of the coin here, because when I married him to be in it for the long run, and I wish so much that this wouldn't have happened, but I still love him, and I think that I can probably, look past this. It's just now he's really trying very hard to get me back, and
yeah, of course he is. But do you have kids? Do you have kids?
No, we were married for 2.5 years, and then the accident happened a year ago, and so we haven't had time for family planning or anything, but
okay.
But
Megan, hang on for a second. We are going to call him and find out if he sends the roses to you, or what's the other woman's name?
She doesn't know.
You don't know her name?
No, I didn't even want to find out. I mean, I was just at a point right there where I just wanted to forget that.
Okay, Megan, I need you to say you have my permission, Ryan, to call and your husband's name on Kiss FM.
Okay. You have my permission, Ryan, to call on Kiss FM.
So we're going to call him, and we're going to offer him some roses. We want to find out what he writes on the card, and obviously who he sends them to. I wish we knew her name, but we don't, so let's see what happens. Obviously, if he sends them to anybody other than Megan, we have a problem.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. Well, Megan, good luck, okay?
Thank you so much, Ryan.
Okay, here we go.
Hello,
Hi, may I speak to Jeremy?
this is he.
Hi, Jeremy. My name is Hannah. I'm calling from Floral Beauty. We're a new flower shop here in Palmdale. How are you this morning?
Okay.
Hi, I'm actually calling because you've been chosen to receive a free dozen roses today. You can send them to anyone you want, and they're absolutely free. We're just doing a new promotion here at our new shop.
Like what? Like 3 flowers?
Yeah, it's a free dozen roses, and I just need the name of whoever you want to send them to, and we can do a quick note. I don't need any billing information from you. I don't need your address or anything like that. Just whoever you want to send them to.
It's not some kind of scam or anything, right? Like you try to get my information or whatever.
No. We're just we're picking some people at random every day, and we're just hoping that if you like the flowers, you can promote us to friends and family because we're new here in Palmdale.
Okay. Can you put like a note on it?
Of course.
Well, if you can send them to Megan, hold on, and if you could put to Megan, you are my first, my second, my last, my everything.
You are my first, my second, my last, my everything.
Right.
And then do you want me to sign that? Just put your name, Jeremy?
Just put, if you can, just put your true husband.
Jeremy, it's Ryan Seacrest. Your voice is being broadcast on the radio. I need you to know that. And we've got your wife, Megan, on the line.
Hey, Jen.
She has reached out to us because obviously she told us that you had cheated on her, and she's concerned that you might still be cheating on her. Are you still messing around on your wife? That's really the question here.
This is kind of like left field. I'm sorry. Okay. No, I'm not. I'm not cheating on my wife. Of course I'm not.
But Jeremy, you did. She told us you did, right? Is that correct?
Look, I made a mistake. And
we understand that.
You made a mistake by cheating on your wife when she was in bed for 4 months after a car accident. That was a mistake.
Look, it was a really rough time for me.
How about for her?
I was very isolated. I know. I understand. She did have a really bad time too.
I'm here, Jeremy.
I need a second chance.
Here's the thing. So let's say, yes, you get a second chance. The question is, Megan, are you comfortable and confident that Jeremy deserves a second chance? He asked for forgiveness, and you're willing to forgive him and not doubt him anymore? Because that's the bottom line. If you go to bed every night thinking he's messing with somebody else,
it's never gonna
you're
work.
never going to have peace of mind. So you have to decide for yourself, do you truly forgive him, and do you move on in the marriage?
You know, Ryan, I'm so relieved right now that he sent the flowers to me, that I really truly think that I'm going to try my hardest to put this past me. And I feel like we've, gone over a hill here, and I truly think I can trust him again. I really love him, and I want this to work so much.
I'm not expecting for things to be completely normal all over again. I know we have to start over. I know this is something that we have to build from the beginning. I know it's going to be hard. It's just I really want what we had back again.
So Megan, do you accept that? Do you? I mean, you have to decide that you accept his statement and stop, thinking he's messing around, because otherwise you're just not going to have peace.
Ryan, I've gone through a lot in my life right now, and I really want my husband to be back again. I know it's going to be a brand new relationship, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to trust him again, because I love him. I'm very confident that we can make this work.
All right. Well, listen, then this is a good call.
Yeah.
If that's the case, this is a good call, and we wish you. No one knows what it's like to be in your shoes, and if this is what makes you happy, God bless you, and go for it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much, Ryan.
Right. Good luck. Good luck, you guys. Now, I feel very conflicted. Very conflicted. All right, it is time for Ryan's Roses as a public service. If something's going down in your relationship and you are concerned, you can send us an email, and we'll see if you want to go on the air to try and find out more. Nina is prepared to do just that. She's in Anaheim. Let me read the email that we got and then we'll put her on. She says, Dear Ryan, I was going through my husband's iTunes music, and I saw a playlist titled Jessica's. It obviously threw me over the edge because there's a woman at the gym that he works out at that rubs me the wrong way by the name of Jessica. Sometimes they work out together in the same group. She's always flaunting her body and being obnoxious. I'm almost certain this Jessica on the playlist is Jessica from the gym. Let me get Nina. Well, Nina, thanks for coming on. It sounds like Jessica's always sort of rubbed you the wrong way.
Yeah, pretty much from the moment I met her.
So when you say they work out in the same group, are you always there, or did they do it without you sometimes? How's that work?
No, I'm more of a jogger outside. He likes to go to the gym, so he's the one that goes to like a class. He does like cardio classes.
So does she take the class? Is that what she does?
Yes.
Now, I mean, it's conceivable that you would have a workout partner and have a play. I don't know. Maybe if you worked out, I was just thinking if you played if they played the playlist in the class, right? So everyone in the class would have a playlist, and that would be Jessica's playlist. You see what I'm saying? Like it could be a playlist for the class. I could see that as a possibility.
But why would he have it on his phone?
Well, why would he have it on his phone?
Yeah.
Well, that part I haven't figured out.
That's what I don't get. And it's her name. It's not like it's workout playlist.
Well, how naive is he if he's messing around with her to put a playlist with her name? I mean, if he's messing around, at least put a code name. How kind of dumb to put her name on the playlist. It almost makes me think there's nothing going on if you actually put her name on the playlist, you know?
I hope you're right, but I get such a bad feeling about her.
Well, you don't like her anyway. I mean, I could tell, like, she just drives you crazy. So, Nina, I need you to say, Ryan, you have my permission to call whatever his name is on Kiss FM.
Ryan, you have my permission to call for Kiss FM.
Okay. So we're going to call him, and we're going to offer him the roses and try and find out who he sends them to, Jessica or anybody else, and then what he puts on the card, okay?
Okay.
All right, good luck.
Hello.
Hi, may I speak to Edgar?
This is Edgar.
Hi, Edgar. My name is Rita. I'm calling from the Blooming Flower. We're actually a new flower shop here in Anaheim. How are you doing this morning?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm good. Look, I'm actually just calling because you've been selected to receive a free dozen roses today, and you can send them to anyone you want. I don't need any billing information from you. They're absolutely free. Just need the name of the person you want to send them to and a quick note, and we can get those off by lunchtime if you'd like.
Sorry, I don't understand. Why am I getting free roses?
Because we're actually new in Anaheim. We're right on Ball Road, right off the 57. And we're just doing a promotion every day where we randomly select a few people to give them free roses. And hopefully if, you like them, you can refer us to friends and family.
Okay.
Yeah, we're just
I
trying to.
I saw you guys opening it. You're right next to like Disneyland, right?
Yeah, very, very close to Disneyland, right off the 57 before you get to Disneyland.
Sure. I'd like to send them to Jessica.
To Jessica. Okay. And then what would you like to put on?
Nothing.
Edgar, is she with you right now?
Hello, Edgar? Your voice is being broadcast on the radio. I need you to know that right now.
She hung up.
Was that you laughing?
I think that was on his line.
That's her. That's Jessica.
That's her?
I'm with her right now. Yes.
Can you try him back? All right, try him back, girls. All right, we're going to try him back. So let's go back and rehash this because in my earphones, I was confused. So Nina, that was not you. There was another woman on the other line that was laughing when he said Jessica. You're thinking it was her because she laughed when he said Jessica.
Yes, because he said he's giving them to her.
Where do you think he is? Where's he supposed to be?
He's supposed to be like 6 hours, like San Francisco. He's only 6 hours away, supposedly, but I don't even know if that's true. He might be here.
All right. You got a problem here. We got a problem here. There's obviously, whether it's Jessica or not, there's a girl with him, and what's he supposed to be doing in San Francisco?
9-5.
He's selling salsa. He owns a salsa company. He goes all around the country and sells salsa, and he's gone all the time.
He sells salsa, like chips and salsa?
Yes.
Oh, hold on for a second. What's on line 5?
We're calling him back.
To an automatic voice message system.
So we just tried him back.
0.
Was not answering his phone. Can you hang on for a sec, Nina?
Yeah.
Okay, hang on. There's another woman with him. He's on the road, supposedly selling salsa.
It's got to be her. Because when
It doesn't matter if it's her or not. He's with somebody else.
Yeah.
in that moment. But when who could it be if it's not her? When he said her name, that's when she laughed, right?
She laughed and she said, "What are you sending me?"
I couldn't understand who was who. I thought it was Nina laughing for some weird reason.
Yeah, it was confusing.
It's time for Ryan's Roses. Ryan's Roses. As a public service, if you think something's going on in your relationship, we'll try and get to the bottom of it. Let me get into it right now because I know that you're on the move this morning and busy. Dear Ryan, a few months ago, I found a receipt of a wire transfer from my husband to another woman in Mexico. I asked him about it. He told me he had helped his coworker send money to his wife. I believed him, and we didn't talk about it again. Well, last week I found more receipts. My husband has been sending the same woman money every 2 weeks after he gets paid.
Whoa.
It's like he's funding this person.
Oh my gosh.
So I think maybe there's a child.
Well, I mean, maybe, but don't assume
I don't know what to
right
think,
away.
but whatever. All right, let's grab her. Raquel. Hi, Raquel. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you today?
Good, darling. Thank you for sending us this email. I'm sorry that you're going through it. We obviously just read it on the air. You believed your husband at first, and then you see that he continues to send these wire transfers. What do you think is going on? What does your gut tell you is going on?
I mean, honestly, that's why I'm calling, because I don't even know what my gut is telling me, or I'm just really scared of what's even possible. Like, why is he sending money every 2 weeks to Mexico? The first thing is, like, who's he paying off and why? I just know he's paying off somebody, obviously.
So have you then told him that you have seen more transactions other than the first one that you talked about, or does he not know that you know that?
He doesn't know that I saw the other transactions. He just knows about the first one. When I saw these other ones, I was like,
I start wondering if
he's
there's
going to tell me
kid.
the same thing.
I know.
All right.
Well, has he been acting weird around you or different?
I mean, when I asked him about the first ones, he was really jittery about it, which was weird because the excuse seems really logical. I mean, he works with ballets and car parks and everything, so it makes sense that he helps out one of the boys that has a family back in Mexico. But every 2 weeks, I mean, I think the guy could have figured out how to send a wire transfer by now.
Okay, so Raquel, I need you to say, Ryan, you have my permission to call, and then whatever his name is on Kiss FM.
Ryan, you have my permission to call on Kiss FM.
Okay. Let's make the call now. Good luck, okay? Sisney's going to offer him some roses. We're going to find out who he sends them to and then what he puts on the card.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Anthony?
This is Anthony.
Hi, Anthony. My name is Leticia. I'm calling from globalflowers.com. We're actually a flower shop. It's a network of over 4,000 florists in like 45 different countries. And I'm actually calling because you've been chosen to receive a free dozen roses today. And you can send them to anyone you want, anywhere in the world.
I don't have to give you any credit card information?
No credit card information. They're totally free. I just need the name of whoever you want to send them to. We can write a quick little note and then obviously the address of where it's going to go. And, we're global. So honestly, you can go anywhere. Pick a country if you know somebody overseas.
Okay. You know what? Let's send it to my wife, Raquel. And you can just put a note that says, I love you, babe. You're amazing, and I hope you have a great day.
Okay, cool. And is this local?
Yeah, local.
Okay.
Anthony, it's Ryan Seacrest and Sisney. I need you to know your voice is being broadcast on the radio. Thank you for staying on the phone with us here. Wow. We have your wife, Raquel, on the line, and she reached out to us because she's concerned about something that's going on in your relationship, to be honest with you. Raquel, do you want to tell him what you're worried about? You want me to tell him?
I'll tell him. Thank you for sending me the flowers. So I know that you still love me in some way, but I found more receipts, Anthony. I found more wire transfer receipts to Mexico City. And, like, not just one. Like, last time I found, like, 5. Why are you sending money so much over there?
Babe, I told you. I'm helping
my employees send money to his wife in Mexico. That's what I'm doing.
But every 2 weeks, I mean, that money can go to pay for other things in our house. You don't need to be spending money. Even if he's giving you the money to spend, it's still charging our bank and our stuff like $5 for the transaction fee.
Anthony, here's the thing that we are trying to figure out, right? And by the way, maybe you're doing exactly what you say, but she just wonders why, when she asked you about the first time, you didn't just say, hey, I'm going to continue to send money to this family or to these people across the border.
It's complicated.
What's complicated about it?
I messed up.
What do you mean you messed up?
Raquel, I'll tell you everything off the air. I can't do it over the radio. I can't.
So, but you're saying what you told her isn't the case?
I'll explain, Raquel. I can't do not on the air.
No, you need to explain now. If you want me to even give you a chance, you need to explain now. You can tell me. You can tell anybody. You need to tell me now what happened.
Babe.
I'm gonna lose it, Anthony.
Baby, it's bad. Babe, it's bad.
All right, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to put you on hold. I'm going to let you guys speak independently off the air. I'm going to take you off the air right now. Okay, Raquel, I'm going to let him tell you directly. All right. All right. I know I'm going to be killed for that, but I just felt like they should have the opportunity to speak on their own.
No, I feel you.
I can tell you're going to scream at me. Everybody's going to yell at me. But I don't know why my gut just felt like let them talk to each other on their own. I think we kind of can connect the dots on that one as to what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
It's time for Ryan's Roses. It's time for Ryan's Roses. It's a public service. Here's the email we got. If something's going on in your relationship, send us the story. We'll see what we can do. Dear Ryan, my husband started taking night classes to work towards his computer engineer degree. I'm concerned it's led to him cheating on me. The classes are 5 nights a week, and lately he hasn't been coming home until after I'm asleep. You ever taken night classes?
Yeah, in college.
I have too. Rough. I did them here while I was working. Rough.
Rough, for sure.
They go till 10. You're like, it's rough. Most nights it's around 1 a.m. till he gets home. Wow, that's late. But one morning it was 5 a.m. He didn't know I was still awake, but I was. I want to get more information, so I went to the school to see what I could find out. They said he's not even enrolled.
Whoa.
Got to cover that track. All right, something's going on. Selma. Let's grab Selma. Selma, I don't even know if there's much to discuss. If you went to the school that he said he's going to and he's not enrolled, clearly no matter if he's cheating or not, he's lying to you.
Yeah, clearly. I need to find out what's going on, you know.
How long have you been married?
For over 4 years now. We have 2 little ones at home.
Is it possible he maybe took on a second job and he's like too embarrassed to tell you? Maybe he's embarrassed because of money problems?
I don't know. I mean, no, we've been working so hard. I'm super supportive of him. So, I mean, I knew from the get-go with him signing up for these classes that it was going to be a huge weight on me. So I've been working extra, trying to make up for the income that we're not getting from him going to those classes.
Did you tell him you contacted the school?
I told him I contacted the school.
He says he's enrolled in school. He's not. He's coming home at 5 a.m. Doesn't matter. There's no school that's going until 5 a.m.
Right.
There's no school. There's no overnight school.
Exactly.
To my knowledge.
Exactly.
I mean, there's restaurants and people that are open all night, but not school. Okay, Selma. So I need you to say, Ryan, you have my permission to call, and then whatever his name is on Kiss FM.
Okay. Ryan, you have my permission to call.
On Kiss FM.
On Kiss FM.
So we're going to call your husband, and Sissany is going to offer him some roses. We want to find out who he sends them to and what he writes on the card, okay?
Okay.
All right, good luck. Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Ricky?
This is Ricky.
Hi, Ricky. My name is Emma. I'm calling from Tender Touch Floral. How are you doing this morning?
Okay. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from, we're actually a new flower shop here in Fontana. We're right on Foothill Boulevard, kind of near Sierra Avenue.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Hey,
Hi. I'm just calling because you've actually been chosen to receive a free dozen roses today. We're doing this promotion, just trying to promote our new business, and you can send them to whoever you want today. They're absolutely free. Is there anybody that you would want to send them to?
Yeah. Do I have to give you a credit card or anything to
No.
back it up, or no?
No, I don't need any billing information from you or credit card numbers or anything. Just the name of the person you want to send them to and a quick note, and then we can send them off this afternoon if you like.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, send them to Karina.
Karina? How do you spell that?
Corina.
Okay, cool. And then what would you like to put on the note?
How about today flowers, tonight me.
Ricky, your voice is being broadcast on the radio. I need you to know that. My name is Ryan Seacrest. That is Sissany. Your wife is also connected, Selma, on the line. Who is Karina? And what's going on with Karina? And why are you seeing Karina? And are you enrolled in school or not?
Hold on. What's going on right now?
Today, flowers, tonight, me. Your wife is on the line. Selma, let's hear your voice.
Ricky, are you kidding me? Who the hell is Karina?
You just sent flowers, roses, to another woman, not your wife, with the card, today, flowers, tonight, me. You're cheating on your wife with this woman?
You know what? I'm not even going to lie. This is so stupid. Yeah.
Ricky, are you kidding me?
No, here's the
Are you
thing.
kidding me?
This is a conversation we've been having for a year. I'm sorry that it came out like this, but you know what?
This is not a conversation we've been having for a year. I've been nothing but supportive while you came to me and told me that you had to take these classes
we don't have
your engineering
sex, ever.
degree. And you leave me at home while I'm working double time so I can pay for these classes that you're not even going to.
Hold on. He just said that
Taking care of our kids.
He just said that you aren't intimate ever. Are you saying that that is a reason why you have gone outside the marriage?
No, it's not cool. It's not cool to cheat. I know that, but I've tried everything. I've tried date night. I've tried getting babysitters for the kids.
But then why not? So Ricky, if you tried all that and it's not working, why not just say it's not working and separate?
Listen, how many guys do you know are going to just go and go and go and not get it until they're told it's okay? I'm begging you. I'm always begging you.
I don't even know what to say to you, Ricky. I'm so livid. I'm shaking right now. I'm so angry at you. And I work all day. I try to take care of the kids. I cook. I clean. You come home and you want to just pounce on me without any kind of lead up to it, and you expect me to just respond? Are you kidding me?
Ricky, who's the girl? Where do you know her from? Who is she?
I'm not going to get into that.
Where did you meet her?
Where did you meet her?
I met her at the classes.
Does she know you're married?
You're not taking classes. We don't believe that you're in classes, so don't say that. Where did you meet her?
No, I went to the school and
I went to the
yeah.
Selma.
Yes.
There's part of me, this is not going to be popular, what I'm saying here. There's part of me that believes that you knew this was going on. I think that because there was this complacency in your relationship, if it's true, and it sounds like it was, that you're not that shocked that he's gone outside the marriage. Is there any truth to that?
I mean, I had a bad feeling about it, but I've been working so hard, Ryan, to do everything for our family. And I'm sorry if the last thing that's on my list is being incredibly intimate with my husband. It falls off sometimes. And maybe I could be better about that, but that's no excuse. We're in a marriage. We're supposed to be a team.
So is there hope? You found out he's seen this other woman. Clearly, he's blaming the lack of intimacy on it. What do you do from here?
I don't know. I honestly don't know where we go from here. I have to worry about my kids.
That I understand.
There's anything I can say. It's just, this person doesn't matter. It's literally just, and.
Ugh, so gross.
All right. Hang on, both of you, for a second. So, if you're Selma and you're doing everything she says, that's pretty admirable, right? It is.
Absolutely.
She's working that hard. She's putting the kids first. And he's blaming the lack of intimacy on this. Not a good excuse.
No, not at all.
So what do you do? She sounds like she's not so and it just sounded that angry at him in a strange way. I don't feel like she sounds that angry at him.
Mm-hmm.
Like if that happened and I heard about that and I was Mr. Mom, I would be livid.
I know.
Livid.
I know.
But she's not. It doesn't seem like. I know she's annoyed, but she doesn't seem like angry.
Mm-hmm.